Hey guys, it's your boy Chief here coming at you with a new video, new series, Gold Rush. I played this a little before in the past and when it first came out, and now we're back again to play a new game because there's some DLCs and some updates that came out and it's pretty cool, so we're going to get you guys following us and walk you through it. Real quick, just a quick mention of my settings. Quality custom. I put this on high. I used to run it on ultra, but the load times in between the cities was too high, so now I run it on high and that seems to work okay. So go back real quick, back again. We're going to play new game, brand new game, new series, and we'll get this rolling for you. Yeah, so you know they have some DLCs, the Gigantua or something, some big machine, some new trommels and stuff like that. So we're gonna display that and show that to you guys so you can come along with us on this journey. I should have had this loaded up already for you, but what are you gonna do? It should only take a couple seconds here and we'll get it going. The size of a standard gold bar is 7 inches by 3 by 5/8 by 1 3/4. So 7 by 4 by 2 basically. This standard gold bar. I'd love to have one of those. Standard gold bar. It weighs like 30 pounds. 30 pounds of gold. Maybe more. Okay, there are 2 ways to get in about the system. Blah, blah, blah. Digitube, our library of movies about the game. Okay. Alright. Here, this is the Digitube that they were just going to talk to us about. Okay, anyway, here we go. In the game. Here is Haines, Alaska, which I think is a real place. I'm pretty sure it is a real place. This is the town right here, Haines. Alaskan River. What we need to do, first step, is to get us a parcel of land to work. And currently the game has 4 parcels to rent or buy. Old Arnold's, which is basically the beginner parcel. Rivertown. Nighthawk parcel, which is the newest one, and Pine Valley. Arnold's is the closest to the city to get to, the easiest to get to pretty much. And so we'll start with that. Also, you need a lot of money to even get started on the other parcels, so we'll show you that later. Here's our trusty truck here. Pretty cool. Kind of, actually, it's only for some reason, and I wish they would get into this, is it's a 3-cylinder, apparently, judging by that the exhaust manifolds on this side. That's the intake on the other side. The exhaust manifolds only have 3, so really could use a new truck. Maybe they'll put that in one of these days as a DLC or something that we can buy once we have some money. Anyway, X starts the truck. If you hit C twice, that gives you basically surround. You could turn around with your mouse, which gives the best control. That's the one I use. Space is your parking brake, which you'll definitely find useful, believe me. And here we go. Let me turn this down a bit. Alright, first thing we need to do is go to the bank and rent us a parcel of land to work with. So, run over here real quick. Here's the bank. It's open 24 hours a day, so you don't have to worry about that. Here's the different parcels. This one, it shows you Arnold's first, $600,000 to buy, $0 to rent. The next one up is $1,200,000, and it's $300,000 just to rent it. And the big thing with renting is, like Arnold's, which we're going to rent right now, boom, rented. We don't have to pay no upfront fee. But he takes 30% of everything we make. So every day at midnight, that's when the game calculates the money and it takes it from you. So 30% of all your gains go right to Arnold. So that's the price of doing business. So what are you gonna do? Takes money to make money, right? So anyway, here we go. Let's get out of here. We have to go. Now our next stop is the mining supply shop, which is right up the street. Right over here. Okay, so get on the truck, run in here, and these are all the different supplies. This is a fuel tank. This is 2 different size trailers. This is the mobile wash plant, which you'll get familiar with. This is our magnetic trailer. This is the magnetite separator that goes with the trailer, basically. This is our wave table, different pumps, different hoses. You'll see that. These are the lights you can buy. You'll see all that stuff in the near future, believe me when I tell you. Anyway, what we need here to buy is one bucket for now. One or two. Let me see. One or in. Yeah, one bucket I think is good. Okay, one bucket. And unfortunately, we can't. Ideally, we'd want to come over here, and they only start us with $224. So, ideally, we'd want to start with the sluice that has the pump, because then you don't have to put water into it. But we can't, because we can't afford it. The pump alone is $200, and then you need the hoses and stuff like that. So we can't buy that one because that's also $200. But we can buy this one, which is $50. This is the basic no pump, basic sluice box. So we add that. And what it does is it adds that to our queue, basically, over there. We buy everything and we put it in a queue, and it goes, when we go to the cash register, it'll cash it out for us. And then we're going to get, this is the extension on it, and this is the basic core. So we need one core and 2 mats per sluice. So basically 2 mats right now. We can't afford, see, once we buy this, we won't have enough to get the extension, which is a shame, because we need 100 and then 25 each for these. So 150 more, but if you'll, once we go to cash register, you'll see we have 155. We're already out of money. So the basics we need right there. You find your order stuff outside, and it just tells you, click that off, so you don't have to, they don't show it to you every time. Basically, you would buy all that. You'd have to come over here and grab a gold pan, and there's a little bucket over here. But we don't need to. You don't need to buy that, because where's that bucket? There's a big thin thing you need for panning, but I don't see it here. But you don't need to buy it. Oh, right there. So normally you'd have to. I guess they in the beginning, people that don't know any better, they buy these two. They're 15 each. You don't need those. You could, because they're free in our 10, and I'll show you that in a minute. Okay. Anyway, so see, when you order that stuff on the cash register, it comes over here, and it's basically, this is the pickup area. So you pick it up, and you kind of throw it into your truck. And we pick it up and throw it in the truck. Pick all these up, throw them in the truck, and throw it in the truck. Yep, I made it. Grab this guy, which is pretty good. They blocks your whole vision, so you can't see what the hell you're doing. Throw that in the truck. So now you don't have to worry about how it's sitting there. It won't fall out, because once you get into your truck, they change that. It's now locked in, so you can go over bumps and mountains, and you don't have to worry about losing your crap out the back of your truck. Because later on, you'll see, that was a good turn. You'll see we get it pretty full, so you'd have to worry about stuff falling out. But they changed it now so that as soon as you get in the truck, it's locked down. So basically, you can still have stuff hanging off the sides and not have to worry about it. You're good to go. As long as you're in the truck driving, you're straight. It'll just sit there. So that's good. Real quick, I'll show you the map. We are headed to Old Arnold's parcel right over here, which we're going to go through the factory, and then right over here, this is our first parcel. These are the other ones. There's Rivertown. I might have already showed you this. Nighthawk and Pine Valley, those two, they're a little harder to get to, so we won't worry too much about that. Anyway, on our way to the, we did just pass the, also, the large equipment dealer, which we'll be visiting later, so no big deal. You'll see that later. You don't have to worry. What you can do when you're on dirt is you can hit Q, and that locks your differential. It basically means you're in 4-wheel drive mode. See, there's that load time I was telling you about. It'll show a little symbol in the corner. It shows it's loading, but sometimes, like, it's really bad, especially on Ultra. So that's why I was like, the hell with the Ultra. I'm not gonna run with Ultra on there. Damn it. Hello. Make that corner. So anyway. Okay, over here is that magnetite trailer I was showing you. You would bring that once it's full over here, park it on here, and then you'd hit a switch on the back of it, and it would sell all your magnetite. And you get, I think, 10,000 per full trailer. But the problem with that is it takes a long time to fill a trailer. A long time. Weeks and weeks. So by the time, they gotta either adjust the price or something, because by the time you fill it up, you've already made well past $10,000 that you're going to make from filling that magnetite trailer, and you're just adding a whole nother step to your process. This is part of the new update too. Let me show you this real quick. If you have some equipment that you no longer need or you want, this is your storage area, which is free miner mouse right there. No, okay, looks like it. You could store your stuff here, like your extra equipment and stuff, but it's kind of offset to where you're actually doing your work, which is way over there. It's kind of goofy. This has been like this since the beginning. The other parcels are better. The storage facilities are better, so it's not that big a deal. But here, anyway, what I came to show you, if you want to sell your equipment, you can go ahead and throw it into this dumpster here, and or a vehicle. You park a vehicle right here, and you come to this cash register, and you'll highlight each piece, and then you'll hit sell, and you can get half their value back. So if you got a whole bunch of extra equipment for some reason that you don't need, come over here and sell it if you want to clean up. I like to keep my areas clean and my equipment neat, so I'm kind of anal like that, so yeah. Anyway, we are going to be over here for the night, and we'll hit X to shut off, parking brake with the space bar. If you come with me real quick into the tent, I'll show you. See, we get a free pan here, and a free gold panning pan. So we're going to throw those in there and try to pick them both up at the same time. And that doesn't work, so maybe we will. Let's see. It's kind of working. It's a little derpy, but it's working. Oh. Alright, maybe that wasn't worth it. Alright, don't try that at home, kids. That was not worth it. Grab each one. You can only carry one thing at a time, unfortunately, in this game, as you'll see. Maybe they'll change that. That's one of the other things that people complain about, is that you can't carry multiple items, and I'm sure that's the good thing about this game, is they keep updating. And oh, actually, we need to fill this with water, so I like to pan over there when I fill stuff up. When I get my gold ready to get panned, I like to do it over here next to the nice toasty fire. So yeah, but you need to fill that big bucket up with water, so when you do your panning, that's how you do it. Let's open this up real quick and grab this guy. See, this is the other thing. You put this in your... I have no idea where I'm going. I know there's a hole in the fence here I need to get through. You can see it on the bottom. Okay, there we go. Alright. So you come over here and you line this up, and it snaps right into place. So it has this yellow highlight that comes up, and you snap it in. Pretty cool. Pretty easy. There's a way to throw things, and you can do it like this. If you do a running sprint and jump and then throw, oh, that didn't work so good, but watch. If you do it right, sprint and jump and throw, it'll kind of go to where you need. Because, like I said, you can only carry one thing at a time. So, like when you're doing these Myers moss, they're a pain in the butt to carry each one at a time. It's like a joke. So I'll toss them over there. little trick of the trade. That was a good throw. Alright. So, one more thing we need here is the bucket. Okay. Alright, bucket. Alright, so the bucket, we can fill it up with water. And I'll show you why this sucks to not have the one with the pump in a minute. And we come over here and see the yellow, and then just hit the use button and lock it right in. So now, what you have to do is fill up your... where's the miner plus? Here. Get those, so just be washing the gold right down into the water again. And that's the whole point of doing it. So you grab these miner's moss, put them in here, using those yellow highlighters. So now what we're going to do is dig this whole piece of ground is diggable with your shovel. And you can dig this up. You can't get a machine in here because there's nowhere to get it through, but you can use your shovel on it and dig. I don't think you'd want to use a machine in here anyway. I don't think there's that much gold there. But if you use your switch over to your shovel hand, and you come over here and you dig, and you try to get, oh, there it goes. You need that shovel to light up again. So you dig here, stick it in there, dig here. As soon as that lights up, you dump it in there. So see how it says 33%? That's how much you have currently in there. So you just keep doing this, until it fills up, 56%. I like to stand right here, because so I can just turn and dump it in, because I don't think I'm gonna try to get this part done as. Oh, wait a minute! I found a gold nugget. This is just the beginning of the game would be easier and progress would be faster. If you don't want to use any help. Okay, so basically, you could. We'll keep it, and it's 0.661. So that's cool. What they do is basically give you a bonus to help you get started in the game quicker, so you can get going faster and not have to basically shovel. There you go. See, now we're full. Okay. So if you keep shoveling right now, you would switch back to your hand. You would lose your dirt. So then you pick up your, once that says 100%. So you pick up your bucket and with water and you dump it in here, and it'll start washing all that away. See the thing clicking down? Yeah, and see the miner's moths, those are starting to fill up. So what we got to do now is keep getting more water. And this gets easier when you have the hog pan with pump, because then you don't have to do the water part. You can just basically stand here and don't do that. Keep, damn it. So you need this water to highlight. It's kind of silly. I think it's 4 buckets of water washes it all. Maybe not even 4, maybe 3. Okay. Anyway, back to the dig. Our mats are at 20%, so we'll basically be doing this 5 times until we get full mats. Back to shoveling. Get a little closer so I don't have to move. Right, see how the ground deforms there? You don't have to worry about that. That's not too bad. I just dig right around a circle until I'm done with this area. So I mean, until I get enough money to get out of this area, which is about, I forgot how much that. Oh, we found another nugget. So the way they used to do is they just gave you one. Once you got to 1 ounce, they just gave you a big giant nugget, and it gave you like 30,000 or something. Which, you know, it took a while to get to 1 ounce. So the way they're doing it now is a little bit different than what I'm familiar with. But we'll just keep doing this for a minute, just to finish off this real quick. I mean, maybe not quick, but okay. So we're full. Drop our bucket. Grab our bucket. That doesn't matter. The water doesn't spill. It doesn't matter if things spill. Oh, we didn't refill this. Gee, George. Oh, for crying out loud. Yeah. I wanted to show you the panning real quick. We'll keep finding these nuggets, so may not have to. Well, we could definitely buy the sluice box now. So we already got like 1.5 ounces, which is probably about $1,500, maybe more. And then buy the powered, the pump and the. All right, that's done. We're at 40%, so we gotta do this a couple more times. Just want to show you this before we cut the video for today, because I want to show you the panning system real quick. What did I say it was? 5 shovels? Yep, and another nugget. There's 2 ounces. That's $3,000. 6%, so 3. 5, 6, 7. Okay. All right. Back to the hand. Bucket. Yeah, the water it's really a pain in the butt. But anyway, at the rate we're catching gold here, we could really skip all this. Soon enough we'll be able to skip all this and start getting bigger equipment. But we can get a worker working on this hog pan pump, so we might as well get it set up the right way. Actually, second thought, we may not even have to do that. Let's see. Let's see what we end up with by the time we get done here. Maybe we'll make a new plan. 59%. Back to the shovel. And this. Oh shit, I just put in the wrong bucket. Oops. Alright, that's alright, we'll fill the bucket. You can do that too. You want to do it. Essentially, you can fill the buckets up. But that's not going to give us that much dirt. Whatever. Dumbass. Bucket. Alright. 33%. Another waste of time. Alright. Future reference. Do not fill the bucket. Another nugget. See, they're giving us a lot of gold, so that's fine. Plus the 3,000. I forgot how much we need exactly to start with the bigger machines. Probably a bunch, because you get a. I know the big backhoe, I think, is like 50 grand. We're gonna need a lot more than this, so we'll just keep this going. Okay, 75%, we're almost there. Almost done. Patience is a virtue. Yeah, I did quite a hole already. Alright. Yeah, water rushing down the waterfall in the background. Pretty noisy. It's actually pretty cool. We'll take a look at that in a second here, if I remember. And the graphics are pretty cool in this game, I gotta admit. 76. 86. Another nugget. 96. Switch the hand. Okay, there's the waterfall coming out with those rocks. It's already full, you're losing pay dirt. Thank you. I wasn't trying to fill it. I'm trying to wash it. And it is saving empty. 95%. Alright, so I guess we'll take them out. Because I could fill it. Maybe I'll do a little bit more. I was going to say I could fill it, but I don't want to go over the 100. No, we won't fill the whole bucket of the pan with dirt. We'll just do a couple shovelfuls, and that should get us to 100% maybe. Now the bad part is we only have 2 of the miner's moss, and it takes 4 miner's moss to fill up. The bucket. Yeah, because you can wash 4 miner's moss in 1 bucket. So, I don't know. Let me see. 97, 98, 99, 100. Okay, anyway. Oh, we need that one more time. Get some water. Wait, do we want water? Yeah, we need water to wash these out with. Alright, so you pick these up and you stick them in here. When it used to be back in the old days, you used to be able to do this a couple times. You can wash these mats out a couple times, but now it locks you into only one. So basically, when you're washing these, you see the dirt turns brown. I mean, it's got good gold water in it, but we only have the 2, and I'm not gonna let you guys sit here through all that. Seeing we got 3.6 ounces of gold right now. So basically, we're gonna pour this into our pan. Put it to the side because it's got some more in it, and then you'll see you got some rocks right here. So you go over here and highlight the pan section. See, it turns yellow, and that gives us our pan. So left and right raises and lowers it. Right click raises it. Left click lowers it. You go down like this, pick up some water, and then you carefully move your mouse around in a circle, a little circle, and see how the water turns brown. And that will give us our little bits of gold. And then what you do now is go down here, and then you swirl it around till it turns clear. That means you got no more gold to be had. That's it. And I like to raise it up a bit more and bring it closer to me, and then you start to dump this stuff out. You can dump this dirt out. And then you don't, well, it's not going on that side because there are holes on that side. Go on this side. So don't move your mouse when you do this, because you can move your mouse real easy and all this stuff will fall out, and then you can buy gold. So you can just get basically as much of that out of your way. You know, it's not technical that you do it. Wait, how do I get my sniffer? What the hell? Oh, hit Z. Hit Z shows. Toggle ultimate action. I forgot next tool, previous tool. Action manager. Damn it. Forgot to go with the shift mode. Switch. Oh, there we go. Shift switches the modes. Okay. Anyway, you go over the. Sorry about that. I forgot for a second there because I don't pan every day. You hit shift and it switches you over to the gold. So you got the sniffer bottle and your tweezers. So the sniffer will pick up these little... Oh, tweezer, that's a pretty good one. The tweezer will pick up the bigger ones. And the sniffer will pick up the little tiny flakes. And you can still move your pan around. That's why you don't really have to dump all that dirt. You can just do it like this and works out. As long as you can see them, you can grab them. Maybe. If it stops moving. Sniffer them out. Sniffer them out. So see, that... Then you just dump this crap out. It's no big deal. Okay, and then you hit shift again. Come out of pan mode. Drop that down. Grab your bucket again. Put this over here. That should be it, I think. Yeah. Oh, there's still a little bit more in there. See, these buckets are ridiculous. The way they got the ground, you really need to do something with that. Like, they just fall over and it just doesn't. A lot of things fall over. Gas cans fall over. You'll see that later. It's annoying. Like every piece of the ground they have is like no flat ground anywhere. It's ridiculous. So you grab this, sift it around till the water turns muddy. Really muddy. And raise it back up, or lower it back down. Get the clean water in there. Raise it back up. Bring it closer. And dump some of this crap out. Right, you could really sit here and play with this and get rid of all this dirt if you want to. But you take a chance, because if you lose one of those pieces of gold, it goes down in the bucket and you're done. But we're good enough for air, so. Sniffer this out. Thing is, once you stop pan, once you don't have to pan anymore because you use the wavetable to do your work for you, you kind of miss panning. I kind of like it. It's just slow. Yeah, that gave us, so we had 3.6 when we started, so we got 0.3, let's call it 0.4 ounces total for all of our work. So yeah, it's slow. So if you turn that thing off, because you can turn it off in the options of the finding the gold nuggets thing, you can turn that off so you don't get anything, and it'll take you a real long time to get enough money. I mean, you know, to get an ounce of gold will take you with the pump and everything else. Maybe you'll get it going a little quicker, but it's not fun. Shoveling's not fun to me, anyway. That's one of my least favorite parts of the game, so I don't do it. I try to get out of that as fast as possible. So if they want to give us free gold nuggets, so be it. We'll take them. So now we're gonna go head out and go to visit the blacksmiths, melt some gold, make some money. Actually, you know what? This is probably a good spot to cut the video because I don't want it to go too long. It's already been a good half hour, so we're gonna cut it here, and we will come back in the morning, or tomorrow I'll give you another video, and we'll sell the gold and get some new equipment. Okay, so this is Chief, and I appreciate you watching, and if you want to leave a comment or any questions down below, and hopefully you'll stick around and watch some more of this series. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again.